Hey guys, welcome to Tasmania TV. Today's video is a requested one. A lot of you have been wanting me to make a video talking about how to stretch your earlobes. So that's what I'm doing today. First of all, I just want to say that the stretched lobes is one of my personal favorite body modifications. I mean, obviously, I love my tattoos, I love my piercings, but there's just something about stretching the lobes that really appeals to me. I just like the idea of altering the shape of a body part on your own. It's not difficult to stretch your earlobe if you do it correctly. And I just really like that you can do that. It's pretty cool. Mine are a size 14 millimeters. I love them. I'm very happy with them. I really like the bigger ones, and maybe someday I will go bigger, but for now I'm really happy with my 14s. And if you've seen my videos where I show off like my plugs and tunnels collection, I kind of don't want to start that collection over, so you know, I'm just sticking with 14 for now. So let's start at the beginning, shall we? I got my ears pierced the regular sized hole when I was 16 years old. I was in London with my parents. I left them regular sized for 10 years, I think. More than 10 years, probably 12 or something like that. And I got 2 more holes on each side, and then I started getting regular piercings. I guess I forgot about those, but I've always been fascinated, like I said, with the stretching. And then in 2008, I met my boyfriend, and he has stretched lobes. His are a size 10 millimeters. So I was like, dude, I gotta get me some of those. So I decided to start stretching, and I started my journey actually when we were in Cardiff, Wales on vacation. And I started it by picking up these. I found these at a Claire's, actually. I love Claire's. We don't have that here in Sweden. And they are a size 1.2 millimeters, which is one of the 2 regular sizes for piercing jewelry. I've got 1.6 going all over here. So these are 1.2, and these just pop right in without any issues. I guess I've been tugging on my lobes a lot, so these were not a problem. So when we got back from Cardiff, I was all excited to start stretching. So I went online. I think I went to Barbarella, which is Scandinavia's largest supplier for piercing jewelry. And I picked up a stretching kit that ranged from 1.6 millimeters to 5 millimeters. And they looked like this. The sort of moon shape or cheese doodle shape, or whatever you want to call them. So I started out using those. And when I switched from my 1.2 to 1.6, I started having a little bit of an issue with it. I don't think I was too fast, because this is the most important thing when you're stretching. You cannot rush it. You have to let it take time. I think I changed to a larger size like once every 3 weeks, and I always used half sizes. I didn't go from a 4 to 5. I went from a 4 to a 4.5, and then from a 4.5 to a 5. So like with 3 weeks in between each size, taking it really slowly to not damage my ears, because you can get blowouts and all kinds of problems. So when I switched from my 1.2s to my 1.6s, I had to force it a little bit. I didn't crack the skin or get any blowouts or anything like that. I just got a little bit of swelling. My lobes were so red, it was ridiculous. But they were only like that for a couple of days, so it was okay. Otherwise, if you push a jewelry that's too big into a hole that's not ready to be stretched yet, and you get like blowouts or any kind of problems, you immediately have to take it out and change back into a smaller size. Otherwise you can really damage yourself. So you remember to be careful and be patient. I think every time I switched to a larger size, up until I got to the point of 5 millimeters, I struggled a little bit every single time. I used baby oil to help the jewelry kind of slide in a little bit, and just carefully, millimeter by millimeter, pushed it in, and not forcing again, gently. And if I tried something and it wouldn't go in, I just put the small one back in and just tug on my ears a little bit, and then try it a week later. So once, like every 3 weeks, something like that, I changed to a larger piece of jewelry. So after I got to 5 millimeters, things just became easier, because, I don't know, the bigger your hole is, the easier it is to get it even bigger. So from 5 millimeters up to 10 was not a problem at all. And 10 is what I started out thinking that I'd be happy with. That's what my boyfriend had. I think it looked good on him. And yeah, it took me maybe somewhere between 6 to 8, maybe 9 months to get from a size, you know, regular tiny size to a size 10. But then when I got to a size 10, I was like, you know what? I'm not happy with a size 10. I want to keep going. I did stay size 10 for maybe 6 months, maybe longer than that. Started a little bit of a collection and then just decided to go bigger. But my boyfriend is a size 10, so he can just use all of that stuff. That's fine. I use a lot of these spirals. If you are just changing to this size and you can't get it all the way, well, then you can put one of those little rubber thingies on at the place that you can get to, and then like carefully, piece by piece, like during a couple of weeks, try to get it to the largest size. So the key for this is to do everything really slowly and keep your ear clean. Don't take the jewelry out while you're stretching because your lobe can shrink back. So after that, I just kept stretching until I reached 14 millimeters, and I'm happy with that size. So in order for you guys to really see the journey, I'm going to show you every single pair of stretching jewelry that I used to get from a size, whatever you are when you start out, to a size 14. So if you do decide to stretch your ears, just remember to be patient. It's really important that you get it right, that you don't get blowouts or damage your ears in any way. So just be patient and use baby oil. And if you do get problems, like say you just changed from a 4.5 millimeter to a 5 millimeter and you forced that 5 millimeter too early and you're getting problems, you're getting blowouts, or it's just really hurting, or any kind of problems, quickly switch back to the smaller size and then keep that in until everything is healed and back to normal, and then for a little bit extra and then try again. Don't rush the stretching, never rush it. I think that's all the basic knowledge on how to stretch your ears. If you have any more specific questions about this, you just go ahead and ask me in the comments. And thank you guys for watching this. I hope it answered most of your questions. I will see you in my next video. Bye!